What's up, everybody, and welcome to the official PlayStation podcast of the KT Data Network. We are the LittleBigKast.
We are.
On today's show, video games bring families together. That's a fact.
Aww.
I don't know if you guys knew that. Jeff rolls his R's. Robin Skylanders it up. And Rachel goes hard on those puns.
I wish.
Them puns, though. Them puns, though.
Those lack of
welcome,
puns,
everybody.
though.
This is the LittleBigKast, and yeah. What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 31 of the LittleBigKast. I am pretty excited about today's show. We have a former special guest and now special co-host, Miss Robin Hazlett.
Oh, yeah.
He's still there. Everything's good. I can't see her video working.
I'm still here. I promise.
Okay. So as long as the audio is working, that's all we care about. Otherwise, everybody can see her stock photo. It's lovely and works perfectly. And as always, with me today, Rachel Hernandez. What's up?
Hello. Just enjoying Tuesday evening.
I feel like this is the first time that we have all come to. So, first of all, we're going to excuse Drew Tyler. He is not with us today. He's actually grading papers, which is kind of what I am told that Robin should be doing as well. Fortunately for us, Robin has decided to procrastinate her career briefly.
Put the pro in procrastinate.
Absolutely. That means that you were recently a student. I feel like if you can procrastinate like a pro, you've at some point recently been some kind of student.
Oh, living the dream.
Absolutely. So I guess first of all, we should announce Robin has accepted an invitation to be part of the LittleBigKast crew, so she will be with us moving forward, and we're really excited about that. So welcome, Robin.
Thank you.
Do you want to kind of start off the show with what you've been playing over the week and what's going on?
It's been a mix of Destiny and Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
Nice.
Which is very, very difficult because I'll get used to playing Destiny and then switch over to the controls for Borderlands, and then I'm figuring out that I'm hitting the wrong buttons when I'm trying to do something, or I'll try and do like the anti-gravity moon jump and like the butt slam in Destiny, which doesn't work.
So how do you feel? So I got rid of my PS3 recently, and this is the game that I'm like regretting having got rid of my PS3. How would you compare it to like Borderlands 2? Or is it on the same level, better, worse?
So far from what I've been experiencing, I think it's very on the same level. They did a lot of continuation with it. I don't think they did too much, improvements with, game mechanics, because you always expect the same thing out of Borderlands. I love like the extra story that they've added to it. So I think that's the biggest draw for me. And it's just like, oh, look, more ridiculous semi-automatic shotgun stuff with a scope. Yes, please.
Yeah, Borderlands is Borderlands is as close to a perfect ridiculous game as you can get, right? Like,
oh yeah.
They have perfected the art of just being utterly ridiculous and hilarious and brutal, all like it's just wrapped into this beautiful little gross package that you can't help but open and play with.
It's true, because I've just gotten into it recently, and it's what's consuming most of my time. It's all I've been playing. It's just fun stuff, and it's so perfect for the school, because that's where you just go and you shoot giant sand spiders. And
so are you playing 2, Rachel?
Yes, I played the first one for a little bit, but just wanted to play the second one. Just wanted to jump right into it.
2 is significantly better.
I was going to say, plus the first one was, I only got it for the 360, so it was kind of crappy to go from 360 to PS3. And Rob and I had that same problem because I was going from Destiny to Borderlands 2, and it was just, I want to throw a grenade, how do I melee? I couldn't remember anything, so yeah, I feel your pain on that one.
I'm crunching the right thumbstick or left thumbstick to melee. And it's like, this is doing nothing. Awesome.
That's awesome.
But it would suck from Xbox to PS3 because you see X button, and X buttons are in two different places from the 360 controller and the PS3 controller, so it was kind of threw me off a little bit. But I did it.
Absolutely. Right on. What else, Robin? What else you got for us?
Been replaying a little bit of Dust because it was on the PlayStation. The little free games that you get with PS Plus.
Yeah.
I've been replaying that a little bit. Skylanders, a whole lot of Skylanders. You can blame the 6-year-old for that one.
Yeah, I feel like every time I log in, that's what I'm seeing you playing.
Yep.
Very cool.
If the child is awake, that's what's going on.
It's great
Right
bonding time.
Absolutely.
It is.
That's sweet.
Can I have to say something on this note. Like growing up in my family, it was very it was not okay to play video games. Like my dad was very anti video games, right? So what I've learned as an adult is that he spent a whole lot of time while I was a young child going to arcades to play video games. Like outside of the home. But I've got to say, like, I have his youngest brother is an avid video game player and has played with his sons as they've grown up, and now his sons are like 16 years old and they'll still play Call of Duty together. And I think honestly, like, there are very few ways that a parent can connect with a child the way that you can, like, experiencing a video game story together or going through the battles of a game together. Like it sounds silly, but I totally think that is like an incredible bonding experience. It's not very often that you can sit down with your 6, 8, 13-year-old kid and like read a book and get like fully engulfed in a story together. You're lucky if you can find a movie that you both like, but I feel like video games kind of branch that and like create bridges, so to say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's awesome that you're playing. And you had a 6-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, she is a dyed-in-the-wool portal master.
That's awesome. See, with my daughter, I have a 4-year-old, and my daughter is like, anytime that we are downstairs, she's like, Dad, I want to play the light game. And it's Child of Light was the first game that we played together. And it, man, just what an awesome experience when you can find a game that you can play with your kid.
Yeah.
So you have a lot to look forward to, Rachel.
Yeah, let me tell you, I'm like, yay.
You should just have a baby to play games with them.
That's how I feel right now. I'm just gonna
just breed a raid team.
There you go. At the rate that Rachel's playing Destiny, they'd be about the right level by the time they're old enough to know what they were doing.
No, right.
Everyone's
it's just not
ready for a raid.
It's just the one I'm not doing. Jeff, you called it when we were talking about genres that we didn't like it. You're like, well, you do know all the ones you dislike or what Destiny plans to be, and I'm like, oh, so maybe that's why I'm so disinterested.
I think this is part of the problem too. Is if you were to hold up Borderlands 2 and Destiny and say which is the better game, Borderlands 2 is the better game. Like, it just is. Story-wise, game mechanics. Like,
it's just entertaining.
But having completed Borderlands and not having a whole lot to play on the PS4 right now, the reality is, like, Destiny released at literally, like, they could not have picked a better moment to release that game.
When school started?
Nothing else. Well, nothing else was out to play.
Okay.
And they have a system in place that requires you to fully invest in what you're doing. And as you do that, and as you finally like hit these higher ranks, level 27, level 28, you're getting like legendary and exotic armor and weapons. It's like the game kind of feels like it opens up to you, and now you have this raid that you can do that you couldn't even, get through the first gate before. It totally changes. And I've interrupted you, Robin, like 4 times.
At least. So
I apologize. This is what I do, and it's not intentional. So if I go too far, cut me off and just say, shut it, Ginger. Like, you're welcome to do that. So I apologize. If you have anything else you would like to say, please go ahead.
No, I'm good. I think Destiny is a really good 7 out of 10. So it's tough because I think I'm at the same point that Rachel is. I think I'm at like 19.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta make that push. Apparently,
yeah, it's. I don't know. It's tough. And also when you're online and you're not online with your friends and you're just like hoping that good things are going to happen, going into the Crucible is quite possibly the most frustrating thing that I've ever had to deal with.
It gives me I
get anxiety attacks over that thing. It's just like I walk in and they get one shot, I'm dead, and it's like I'm firing pop cap guns at these guys.
So it's all about no. I'm not going to lecture you guys on how to play Destiny. If you're going to do PvP, shotguns.
Dude, I just get I back in my Halo days, I broke so many controllers because I would just go on Slayer and get wrecked. There was one sniper who I swear he just knew where I would spawn every single time and just get me, and I just get flashbacks from those days, and I don't like it. It's terrifying.
I don't know. I think I have like PTSD from that stuff.
Right?
See, I typically am just not a PvP player. I would prefer to play like a PvE with a team to play with me.
Yeah,
like
agreed.
that is the multiplayer aspect of Destiny that I love and that works really well for me because I can just, I can figure out how to take on like what's become very fun is like the Nightfall game strikes, the Nightfall missions. Basically, if all three of you die at any point in the entire strike, you start back at 0. There's no checkpoints throughout it. You start back at 0. So it's super difficult, and you have to work very tightly as a team to be able to do it. And that has become one of the more enjoyable and kind of gripping parts of Destiny for me. And then the raid is just so complex, and there's so much more depth to the raid than there is at any other point in the game that it really feels like everything in the game is made to prepare you for the raid. And if you can handle the raid, that is kind of a payoff in itself. That's been my experience anyways. Rachel.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
So, nothing. So I've just been doing a lot of school. Kind of post midterms are always worse than actual midterms because midterms are like the point where you need to know where you are.
Yeah.
So then you just get hit hard afterwards. So that's what I've been doing, just projects after projects. And then you're also preparing for the final projects so you don't get slammed. So that's another thing I've been trying to do is just get like my proposals and stuff. And so just a lot of that. I've been leveling up my Splatter Siren Borderlands 2. I think I'm a higher level on Borderlands than I am on Destiny, actually.
Well, yeah.
I think I'm a 17 or 18. So I've been playing it with the boyfriend. So that's been fun. And then I didn't do anything on Halloween. I guess that was a thing. But I borrowed The Evil Within from my brother. And I think I was disappointed. Very disappointed.
Yeah. So define disappointed.
Like, I don't know, like level 2, where like I don't want to play this anymore. So I think I fell asleep actually. But it started off good. It was like really, really Resident Evil / Outlasty. Like you would hide in closets and you can't really fight back. So I mean, you get killed, but in this one you can go outside and like each level has a different bad guy, I guess. So in like the first level it's this chainsaw dude, and the second level it's like a bunch of zombies. So it's just kind of.
So there's not a big naked bald man chasing you around the whole time.
Maybe that's level 7, to be honest.
That was like a whole big bucket of nope with that.
So I don't know. I wouldn't suggest it. I guess it was okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, good times. Are you ready for the second one?
Yeah.
Yay!
As long as I can play it with a crew, I'm good. I just don't want to go anywhere near it by myself. Like PT by myself, not fun at all.
Yeah, no way. I couldn't do that.
With a group, it feels like I'm just with friends watching a scary movie and we can all laugh about it. I don't feel afraid. Like
you can live riff it.
I'm afraid.
You can
but
laugh
I can
at everyone else's stuff.
Right, exactly. So yeah, anything else?
No. Nope. Big old nope. Been watching Cowboy Bebop. And that's it. And that's what the television I've been watching too. So my life's
Very
simple.
cool.
What about you, Jeff?
Me.
Yeah.
So normally I take like 30 minutes by myself. So I'm going to try and keep it brief today. Went and saw The Book of Life, which is amazing. Oh my gosh. So good. It obviously like it was made for children, but it is not only for children. Like,
it was made by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah,
what do you think?
it's amazing. It is funny. It's totally charming. It has skulls all over it. And honestly, like, just such a fantastic story. Like, super fun. My kid loved it. I loved it. It's an amazing like art style that is totally unique and feels so Guillermo del Toro. Like, it feels like his movie. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you
he has
laughing
that
at what
style.
I just said?
No, it's just how you say it always, but I love it. You say it more Spanish than I do.
Didn't I fix it? I thought I corrected it.
Yeah, it's the same, but it's fun. I like it. Good job. It's better than saying Betos. I think that's my
Betos?
biggest pet peeves. Some people say that one.
Is it because I roll my R on Del Toro?
I think
Del
so.
Toro.
I don't think
Del Toro.
most white people I know don't do that.
I try to keep it real.
I know a lot of them. I
From
was
the
going to
streets
say.
of O-Town.
But
So
Channing Tatum's in it too. I was interested into that.
that is true. He is. It honestly, Rachel, you would love it. It is a
Yeah. fantastic, I know.
fantastic
It's
film.
on the list. There's another one that I want to see too that's coming out. Oh, Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one looks sweet.
Yeah, I think that one looks really good as well. So outside of that, I'm prepping to go to Boston. I'm leaving for Boston in the morning.
Boston.
I still cannot get away from Destiny, and what I wrote was, honestly, I'm not sure how or why, but it pretty much owns my life. Like, I always want to be playing Destiny, and it doesn't make sense because there are moments when I'm like, I've done the same thing 3 times just today. Like,
Yeah.
like the other day, I ran the weekly strike, so the weekly heroic strike, nightfall, and then I got a quest that made me go back, or a bounty that made me go back and do it again. And all 3 times, it was the exact freaking same mission. So that's frustrating, but I'm really looking forward to the new content that was just announced that we'll get into in the news. Oh, and didn't know if you knew this, Rachel, but It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia season 9 has been posted to Netflix.
Oh, it's been posted?
It is up. It is on Netflix.
I know
and it
they
is
announced.
fantastic.
I know they announced a new season soon.
So
Has it
I never watched them live on like FX. I watch them on
Okay.
Netflix when I can just bust through all of them at once. But the first episode of season 9, when the gang breaks D, that was
I'll probably
That was
watch those
amazing.
tonight because why not?
like, D is just such a great character, and how she gags anytime that she's nervous is beautiful. Like, it is so
That is
good.
special.
Are you a fan, Robin?
I have not gotten into it.
Oh, you
So-
should
Put it
check
on the
it out.
list.
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
It's on the list. I
It's
expect it to be
horrible.
horrible.
It's horrible
vulgar,
in like
it's
really, truly the
morbid.
best
It
ways.
sounds exactly up my alley.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
Charlie
like,
Day is one of my most favorite humans.
is it completely devoid of all morality? I'm in.
Yep, that's it. Totally. And that kind of wraps up my week. So
I think it's the shortest week you've ever given us.
I know I'm trying to keep it short. So I'm
Proud
going to
of
be
you.
taking over Drew's news today. So KT, you want to kick off the jams, bro?
Drew's news. Oh,
I wish I had a witty name that I can make puns with.
I know. You should think about making some for yourself. All right. So news bulletin number 1. Dragon Age Inquisition has gone gold. So BioWare, the studio behind Knights of the Old Republic, the Mass Effect series, and Dragon Age 1 and 2, have announced their most recent iteration of the franchise has officially gone gold and is set for a release. When, Rachel? Next week? When is this happening?
I don't know. I didn't do any releases. I forgot that was my thing.
You forgot that was a thing you do?
I forgot that was a thing.
Sometime in November, Dragon Age Inquisition is coming out.
November-ish.
November-ish.
Hold on,
it
I
is
think it's on last
officially
week's. Yeah, it's 11/18, November 18th.
November 18th. So that's pretty cool. Is anybody planning on playing this game? Robin, Rachel?
I missed out on the Dragon Age series.
I know.
Go ahead.
I was saying I know a bunch of my friends who are just like super into it, but it's not me, not yet.
So I loved Dragon Age 1. and I had a couple problems with Dragon Age 1, namely the way that it felt like you were just constantly being pushed down a corridor. It was very linear in the way that it told the story, and that bothered me. And then Dragon Age 2, I was like, oh, this bothered me, so obviously they'll fix it, right? That's kind of the mentality of every gamer. And then it just got worse. Yeah, Dragon Age 2 was significantly worse than Dragon Age 1. I was really frustrated with it. So I will not be picking this game up unless it gets amazing. Like, it will have to have like 90 plus reviews for me to even bother with this game.
If you want Jeff to buy your game, make it incredible.
Here's the thing. I am BioWare's biggest fan when it comes to Mass Effect. If we want to talk Mass Effect, dude, I will drool all over. I love Mass Effect, but they dropped the ball big time on Dragon Age 2, and it will take some seriously glowing reviews to make me interested again. Yeah, but the next game I actually am very excited for. Far Cry 4 has also gone gold. Ubisoft announced earlier this week that their latest chapter, the Far Cry series, has gone gold. And I've got to say, this is like so right up my flippin' alley. I mean, did either of you guys play Far Cry 3?
I dabbled in it.
Oh my gosh, it's like Skyrim with guns and hang gliders. It's amazing.
No, I am very excited for Far Cry 4.
It's Far Cry 4, like Destiny was my most anticipated game of the year, and it has been disappointing to a certain extent because it wasn't the Mass Effect open world that I kind of expected it to be. Obviously, though, I've sunk like 80 hours into it, so I'm not that disappointed with it. Like, I've enjoyed my time with it, right? I've got my $60 worth. But I think Far Cry 4 for me has been the biggest game of the year, like the most anticipated by far. I think the world that they've created in Kyrat looks amazing. I like the villain, looks really good. And I'm just excited to see the story that they tell, because Far Cry 3's story was just absolutely phenomenal. So Robin, you're planning on playing this. Rachel, are you interested in this at all?
So the thing with Far Cry's is that it's really similar to Assassin's Creed.
That's true.
I watched someone play it, and I think with how it's set up, I'd rather play one or the other. Just because if I don't, it's way too much of the find this point, do this one. So when I played Far Cry 3, I was just kind of like, I think I'd rather be stabbing people with my hidden blade. If I'm gonna play this type of very exact game, I think I would rather do it differently. So more of the...
That's fair.
But I'd still play it because it has some sweet concepts like that online gameplay and stuff. And
Definitely.
Yay! So I'm still probably going to pick it up.
Plus, you're like 3 games behind on Assassin's Creed anyway.
I wanted a PS4 for that, and I got my PS4, and ironically enough, I'm on my PS3. Yeah, it's a great life I live.
You'll like Black Flag, though, and I think Unity looks awesome.
I know, Unity looks sweet.
I'm so excited.
Oh, stop.
I can't wait to hear more about how co-op will work in that. Like, co-op missions to go kill dudes just sounds freaking awesome. Moving on, the PlayStation Plus November free game lineup has been announced, and we can kind of break this down as we go. On the PS4 and Vita, we've got SteamWorld Dig. On the PS3, we have Frozen Synapse Prime. We also have Luftrausers. Luftrausers?
Yeah, Luftrausers.
Tell us about that. Obviously, you know more than I do.
Oh, it's so fun. I played it at Fantastic Arcade 2 years ago. And it's a very simple mechanics, but you design your own ship and you shoot down like enemy ships, and it's kind of set in like a World War II, but not like Call of Duty style World War II, but like highly pixelated. It's like the Vlambeer art style. It's gonna be fantastic. So there's awesome. My fangirl moment for the evening.
Very cool. So check that one out for sure. I forgot to mention The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. That is going on the PS4 and Vita as well.
I think that's one that looks most fun, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
My father-in-law just texted me making fun of my political party, I guess. even though he doesn't really know what my political affiliation is.
Jeff, you always have family drama on the show.
I know, right? I use
So much
Mighty
family.
Text, so my text messages show up on my computer screen, and so I was like, taunting me. Anyway, PS Vita and PS4 Escape Plan and the Hungry Horde, which made me think of Hungry Hobos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
So that's the PlayStation Plus lineup. We are going to keep pressing on. The PS4 firmware update 2.0 is still causing major problems for people.
This gives me angry eyes.
Yeah. So PlayStation issued a comment saying we're aware of the issues post PS4 2.0 firmware patch, including some freezes and boot errors. Working on resolving this ASAP. We'll update soon. That's what the official PlayStation account tweeted. And then just within the last hour, they wrote PS4 software update version 2.01 is coming soon and will address issues some users have faced and encountered when powering on the system from rest mode.
That's
So Rachel's had to deal with that.
Oh yeah.
That one happened to me. I was playing the Evil Thin and I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. So I went up to my PS4 and I turned it off manually and it went into rest mode and then it wouldn't get off of rest mode. And I was reading and the first form that pops up is that it's like firmware 2.0 is doing this. So it told me that I have to hard reset and it told me the risks of hard resetting and I think my heart dropped a little bit. But I did it and I got all my stuff still.
Good.
Yeah.
But I never, right, but I don't want to touch my PS4 until that's fixed.
Yeah, just don't put it in rest.
Right? But I don't know. I don't know what triggers rest anymore.
It's like you can't go up and hit the button and it'll automatically default to rest.
Right? That turned it off. Back in the day, that turned it off.
Many moons ago.
So, so if you do it, just make sure to turn it off the proper way, I guess.
No, hey, lose all the data or I get themes. Heck yeah.
You can have pink, gray, silver, black, or green.
Yay.
Wonderful.
It's true.
And a ship.
Moving on, Driveclub Ps Plus has been postponed until further notice. So this has been an ongoing issue that they've had problems with their servers, so they've pulled it from PS Plus. Shuhei Yoshida issued a message to everyone, which I thought was pretty cool. Shuhei's a friend of the show. He tweeted a heart at us once. But he said, hey, everyone, I wanted to provide you with the latest update on Driveclub. Unfortunately, the road to launch has been a little rocky, and we are truly sorry that so many of you have not been able to enjoy everything that we had hoped Driveclub would deliver. He, just went on to apologize, say that they're working on fixing it, and that as soon as it's ready to come out. I've always liked Shu. I think he's awesome, and I think the way that he addressed the problem was good. Coming out saying that there's been a mistake and that they need to work on it more. Okay, get it fixed and release it. Thoughts? Anything? No? Pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Driveclub.
Okay. We'll keep moving forward. There's officially an unofficial rumor, I guess. Uncharted Trilogy Remastered rumors are surrounding the PS4 YouTube announcement that came out recently. There's a YouTube video that had screenshots that looked like it came from Uncharted. So, what do you guys think? Would that be a good thing? Would you be interested in seeing a remastered Uncharted sometime in the next little while prior to the new game release? Is that something that's appropriate? What do you think?
Heart eyes for NG and HD and ND and HD. Better. Looking more real.
Hard not to love Nathan Drake.
Plus, I can play the second and third one in better quality, which would be ideal. But if not, it's no biggie. Not too big of a deal.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, it would be cool. I'm not going to break my back over it. But I don't know.
Is there a remaster that you would break your back over, that you would be like, I need to play this again?
Done.
See, mine's Mass Effect. If I could play like a remastered, all three Mass Effects, like fully remastered, fix all the freaking control issues from Mass Effect 1, dude, I am I am so in that crap. They've been talking about a Final Fantasy remake for
They'll never
Final
do
Fantasy
it.
VII forever. Wouldn't that be so awesome, though?
Square
Oh.
Enix likes to do this thing where they release rumors and then never follow through.
Yeah, that's true.
And
So
if they
does
do,
Studio
it takes
Japan.
decades for
So
it
does
to
Studio
happen.
Japan. Yep, you're exactly right. Moving on, our last piece of news for the day, Destiny's first expansion pack has been announced. It's called The Dark Below. And guys, I don't have a
Like how-
charging cable for my computer here, so we're going to have to blast. So I'm just going to go. So new weapons and armor, maximum light level has been increased to 32. New cooperative strikes, 3 new multiplayer arenas, new story missions, and a new 6-player raid. I'm totally looking forward to this. I think it looks amazing. 8%. We got a few minutes.
Quick,
So
dim your
yeah, it
brightness.
looks amazing. I did. I think it looks amazing. I'm super excited for it. Like I said, I got to the point now where I just want new content, and this delivers it for me. So I'm looking forward to play it. What about you guys? Are either of you even going to purchase this?
Yeah.
I like your answer.
I'm going to need a little bit more time to actually, get better at it and not be told to go play Hello Kitty. But,
Bastards.
yeah, their loss.
Dude, if you're in and I'm in, just join me and we'll level you up quick.
Come play with
Cool.
us. We're fun.
Yeah.
Yay!
Seriously. So I actually am out of batteries, so we're going to skip our last topic tonight, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah,
Revolt.
fair enough. Good thing I didn't do new releases.
I know. Good thing Rachel didn't do her job.
Hey, that still took up 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, we can still blast through some of the new releases. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare comes out, right? That's a big one. Let's just hit the big ones.
For some. The last Call of Duty game I bought was Modern Warfare 2.
So you have
Dun, dun,
Call of Duty
dun.
Advanced Warfighter. I'm just going to blast through this.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
That's on the 11th. Oh my gosh, that's really soon.
I know. Assassin's Creed
Color me
Rogue.
excited.
Far Cry 4. Little Big Planet 3. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Grand Theft
it's
Auto.
over.
Oh man. We lied. November 18th. That's the day. That's the day we go poor.
Fall is officially upon us, everyone.
Yeah.
So I apologize that this is getting cut short. I left my
see how it
charging
is.
cable at my job, which
We
is
see
kind
how
of
it
dumb
is.
considering I have to go to Boston tomorrow. So I'll probably have to stop at my office before anyone else, so I can hop on a plane. Very cool. So first of all, Robin, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us, and
Absolutely.
we're
Thanks for
excited
inviting
to
me.
have you be part of the team. Again, big shout out to Freddie. That dude drags me through Destiny, and it's awesome. He's a good dude. Anyone else that needs a shout out, guys?
Drew Tyler.
Shout out to Drew
Oh, yeah.
Tyler, who decided not to be on the show today to correct papers and
Which is
mold
miserable.
minds. He's molding minds. Anything else? I can't think of anything else.
Stay
So
fast.
this
Yeah.
has been episode 31. Thank you for joining us, and adios.
Deuces.
Play that sweet, sweet music, KT.